Listen, y'all, this story disgusts me on every level, okay? Every level. And American Airlines deserves all the bad things that are coming to them, especially after they effed up my flight coming back. No, going to Atlanta.
In a newly filed lawsuit, three black men are suing American Airlines. They allege company employees appeared to remove all of them from a flight over a complaint about body odor. First on CBS Mornings, the men are telling their story to our Chris Van Cleet.
Hey, look, I didn't know people could get kicked off the plane for body odor. Because if that's the case, there's been numerous times I've flown on numerous airlines where somebody smelt off and they were allowed to go the distance with us. I didn't know that was possible.
The only ones getting taken off the plane. This video at the center of a newly filed lawsuit against American Airlines appears to show a number of black men after they've been removed from a flight allegedly due to a complaint about offensive body odor. The lawsuit claims as Flight 832 from Phoenix to New York was finishing boarding in January, American employees removed 8 black men from the plane. They were not traveling together, weren't seated next to each other, did not know each other, and appeared to be the only black men on the flight, according to the suit filed early this morning.
As I got my things and walked to the front of the plane and made a left to the jet bridge, I noticed that there was 7 other black men. And that kind of was like, okay, what's happening here?
For plaintiffs, a man...
Yeah, so look, the statistical odds, all right, let's keep it a stat. The statistical odds that all eight black men stink, okay, they reek of body odor, they all smell bad. Look, that's just statistically, it's impossible statistically. Like logically, you can't make that make sense. Okay, nobody can justify that. All right, if you pick 8 of any race of people, there's no way if you remove 8 people from a flight, there's no way all of them are going to be the same nationality. There's no fucking way. There's no way. There's no way. It's statistically not sound. I have never been on a flight that was majority black ever in my life. So statistically speaking, seeing that most flights, I think max I've seen 40% of the flight, and I think that was like on a Spirit or Frontier shit. Like it was like 40% or whatever, like was black. So I'm like, if it estimated, and I'm just estimating here, 40% of that was black. Getting 8 black people, removing 8 black people from the flight is still statistically not possible. Like all 8 of them be black, it's just not possible. It shouldn't exist. Anyway.
Well, Gene Joseph, Alvin Jackson, and Xavier Beale, Flight 832 was a connection. They'd taken an earlier flight from Los Angeles without issue.
It was just black men. So I started freaking out. I pulled out my phone to record everything.
At any point, did somebody from American say to any of you that you had an offensive odor?
No.
The lawsuit claims over the course of about an hour, the men were kept in the jetway and then moved to the gate area where they were told they'd be rebooked on another flight to New York later that day, and alleges an American employee indicated the complaint about offensive body odor had come from a white male flight attendant. A gate agent seen in the video at one point seems to agree race was a factor in the men getting pulled off the flight. But when another flight to New York couldn't be found, they were put back on the same plane.
I had to go back on the plane with everybody looking at us, for me, very uncomfortable. Everybody staring at me. Me and all the other black people on the plane were just taking off.
I knew that as soon as I get on that plane, a sea of white faces were going to be looking at me and blaming me for their late flight of an hour.
Their lawyer, Sue Huta, says American declined to give her clients any answers about what happened in Phoenix.
It's almost inconceivable.
Okay, so look, American, that's really where you fucked up at. I don't know who the fuck is running y'all PR, your HR, any of that shit. But that's where you fucked up at. This needed to be addressed immediately. Immediately. The moment they brought the suit, it should have been addressed immediately. Because ain't y'all the same people? It's either y'all or Delta that's defending the dude that put a camera in the girl's bathroom before she got in there and tried to record her peeing, tried to get images of her stuff. Like what? Like make that make sense. Why would y'all defend him? Why would y'all even defend that behavior? It's like boom, instant settlement, get this out of the way. Like let's make this disappear. Because you don't want that to go to court. You don't want that to come out in the public eye. It looks bad for your business that you're endorsing a PDF. Like, what are we doing? Like, what are these corporations doing? Like, how are y'all this disconnected from real life? Like, I'm losing faith in life every day, bro. I'm losing faith in life every day. Because even this situation here, like American, the easy answer was right there. We're sorry. You know what you could have said? We're sorry this happened. This could have been the quickest turnaround ever. We're sorry this happened. We'll give you 2 free flights wherever you want to go. 2 free flights. A flight there and a flight back on us. That's easy money for you. You lose no money. Now you got to pay them. Your flight was already going to wherever the fuck they choose anyway. So they could choose London. Okay, cool. They got a free flight to London. You can fly in first class if you want to. You can fly in first class. Fly in first class for free. That's still less money out your pocket than paying this settlement. This is still less bad PR than this. Just comp people flights. It's easy. It's easy. But no, you got to train your staff to not, your customer service staff to not bend and wiggle or none of that. I remember I went to the counter, they were tripping, straight tripping on me. And then so I'm like, okay, whatever. I'm like, see, like you got to talk to customer service. I talked to them because they anyway. Let me not get into mine. Let's finish this video.
To come up with an explanation for that other than the color of their skin, particularly since they didn't know each other, they weren't sitting near each other. It seems fairly apparent that race was part of this dynamic.
The lawsuit cites other recent incidents where passengers have alleged being discriminated against by American and a 2017 NAACP travel advisory urging members not to fly the airline. It was lifted about 8 months later.
We were discriminated against. The entire situation was racist.
Do you think if you were anything other than a black man, this would not have happened?
If I was a white person, it probably wouldn't have happened.
I think they would have walked past like the other white passengers that were there.
CBS legal analyst Ricky Kleeman.
The plaintiffs may really have no interest in money, and they may have a sincere interest in making a public statement about racial discrimination by a major airline.
Is this kind of case a tough one to win at trial?
The question at trial really is about what are the protocols of American Airlines. And they better have some, and they better have done something with these particular employees in terms of discipline after this action.
American Airlines tells CBS News it takes all claims of discrimination very seriously and says in a statement, our teams are currently investigating the matter as the claims do not reflect our core values or our purpose of caring for people. The lawsuit seeks unspecified damages. Nate?
Yeah, unspecified damages. When y'all could have wrapped this up real quickly. You hear about this incident, y'all need to have a damage control section. Every business needs a damage control section. It could have simply said, hey, look, first of all, easy money to save. That employee, you call him, you're fired. Boom. Send him up a fucking creek. Get him his flight back to his home base, because every American employee that's a stewardess or whatever, they have a home base. Get him back to his home, you know what I'm saying, after work, and tell him don't come back. You're done. You're cooked, boy. You're fired. All right, boom. Now he's done. He's gone. Now, the next thing you do is you have this damage control team set up to stop you from paying out the ass in these lawsuits. Okay? Because you got to pay all these lawyers, and then you got to pay these people unspecified amounts of money. Like, it's stupid. That's 8 people, unspecified amounts of money. You're gonna come out of pocket at least, I don't know, a piece, especially if they want to drag it. Especially if they want to drag it and get, like, if you want them to shut up, you want to give them shut up money, you got to start at like 50K. You got to start at like 50K. We're sorry. 50K a piece. So that's 400K. That's 400K for all 8 black men. 400K. Or you can do what I said earlier, have the damage control team reach out to them and listen, we're sorry. We're sorry. How about this? You know what I'm saying? We'll give you first class flights wherever you want to go. Wherever you want to go. You name it, no blackout dates. You name it. You name it. You don't have to tell me right now. Here's a number. Call me back when you have it figured out for you and your family. You and your family. Well, you and your family. Okay? You and 4 people. We'll send you wherever you want to go. We'll make sure you get home. Easy. Guess what? Getting 4 people. Okay, let's say they have 32. You have let's just leave it at one family. 4 people, first class, overseas. Let's say they pick, I don't know, they want to go fucking Paris. Flight to Paris right now is like, I don't know. I think if you're already on the East Coast, it might be like 2. Let's just say it's 2. Let's go on the high end for first class. Let's say it's $2,000. Let's just say it's $2,000. Maybe it's probably higher than that. But let's just say it's $2,000. That's $8,000. That's $8,000. All right. Now that's 8 families. That is $64,000. Which one would you rather pay? $64,000? And guess what? You're actually not even paying the fucking money because your plane is already headed that way. So you gave up money. But did you really? Because when they get on there, they're going to want to buy some stuff. They're going to buy some stuff. They're going to feel good. They're going to feel great. So they're going to buy that stuff. And then boom. Excuse me. Then boom. You know what I'm saying? You get them there, you get them back, boom. They're done. You're done. $2,000, $8,000, $64,000 versus 400,000. And you know they're not going to stop at 400,000. You're probably going to be out of half a meal over this dumbass employee being racist, talking about some, yeah, them black men, all of them, all across the plane. Oh yeah, they just stink. What? Man, I would have found dude and I would have looked him dead in his face. I would have just walked up to him and just stood in his face, made it real uncomfortable, and just looked him dead in his eyes. Anyway, I'm gonna get up out of here, man. Y'all have a good one, man. This whole story disgusts me, bro. American Airlines, fuck you. You know what I'm saying? That's how I feel. Anyway, I'm up out of here. Peace.